connection. And I'm like, so am I connected? And then it's like, you are now live. And I'm like, do I start talking now? It was awkward. Anyways, hi, good morning. Thank you guys so much for your kindness and all the loving words you sent about my big dog Stuart. He was 15, so he's a very old man, and his hind legs started to give out. His spine was deteriorating, so he's an old man. Like, we understood that, like, he was, you know, like, he was an old man, so, you know, what do you do? So I don't know. It was just really sad to lose him. And that was, my husband is a dog man. And like, he is a dog whisperer, let me be clear. He didn't cry. He doesn't cry for nothing, not ever, never, never. But when it comes to that dog, when it comes to dogs, he'll cry. Like, he could see like a commercial of like just a dog being a dog, and then he's just like sobbing, and it's wild. So anyways, thank you so much, Sarah. So, Duchess and Jewel. Duchess is my big 120-pound black Labradoodle. And when I say black, I mean mostly black. She has one single white hair. And so she was really sad when Stuart left yesterday, and she's barking at the door. And I was like, he's coming back. But Stuart never came back. The doctor was like, yeah, this, when you see inside his mouth, there's a giant tumor that had rotted inside his mouth, and it was so sudden. Like, it just got, like, it wasn't swollen in the morning, and then in the afternoon it was swollen, and man, oh, Abigail, I'm so sorry. You know what's interesting is that I don't want this color. I'm using the Glow Screen SPF. I'm using the color Sunrise, which is really, really light. But that's okay. It's still a nice glow. Anyway, so, I had never had dogs before. Like, I had never had pets because I was a military brat, so we moved all over. Like, I lived in Italy twice. We lived in Texas, several parts of Florida. And so, like, the dogs that we had, like, and my parents, like, they never grew up with animals. And so we didn't know what, like, we had a couple dogs, but we didn't know what to do with them, right? And so all I knew was that the dogs, like, they tore up your stuff and chewed up everything and, you know, pissed and shit all over your house. Like, that's all I knew. And so I was like, I don't want dogs. Well, when I met my husband, I met him online, and he had these two big dogs, and I was like, nah, man, they ain't chewing up my shoes. Y'all, if you know, you know, but listen, I was a big girl, okay, like 300 pounds. And so, I, like, when you buy shoes, like, shoes are the only thing that fit. Like, the shoes always fit. And so I was like, this dog's gonna tear up all my shoes. And I had, like, probably an unhealthy attachment to shoes because they were, like, shoes always fit. Anyways, and so that's all I could think about. I was like, these dogs are gonna tear up my shoes. And I was like, no. Well, then I really liked him. And so I was like, okay, like, you know, we'll see what happens. And then when I introduced him to my son was like 1.5, and then he would, you know, he was scared of the dogs at first, and then he connected with Stuart, and now Stuart is, like, Ryan's 11, and so he's been with Stuart for like 10 years, and he would be like a little boy, and he would, like, I'd be like, Ryan, you're a bad boy, like, go to your room or something, and he'd be like, come on, Stuart, and he was like this big, and Stuart was like this big. He'd walk him through the house like a horse to his room, like, come on, Stuart, and he was so cute. He would, like, pull his ears. Anyways, so it was really hard for me to tell my son, you know, that we had to put Stuart down. So, and I had never once I met my husband, and he introduced me to dogs. I didn't know, like, how cool dogs were. Like, I didn't realize that they had such cool personalities, and that they were just, you know, like, humans, like, but not, you know what I mean? Anyways, and I never understood, like, why people were so attached to their animals. And I was like, they're not even human. Like, let's calm down. You know what I mean? But now I know. And, yeah, so I'm devastated, but I feel, you know, I also feel for my husband. Like, he was, you know, deployed several times in the military, and those dogs, like, were with him through it all. So anyways, really, really tough day yesterday, because I think also because we weren't expecting it. So thank you. Oh, I hope your baby dog is okay. I'll be sending some prayers. I wanted to do my makeup differently today to show you, but I accidentally started my contour like I normally do because habit. Anyway, I had to turn off the overhead light so I get better lighting. Anyway, so, let's do some makeup. I know that for me, makeup helps me start my day and kind of, helps me just feel a little bit more put together, a little bit better. This makeup, if you want to get your shades, just comment match and I'll help you. What I did the other day, it seemed to help a lot of people. I got a lot of messages. By the way, I kind of like this stuff. This is the SPF. I use it as a primer under my makeup. This is the glow screen. If you want the link to this, I'll send it to you. But this is the glow screen. This one is Sunrise, so she's really, really light. Usually I use the Golden Hour, which is like more bronzy, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this color. Okay, so I'm gonna use this 3D brush. Thank you so much. And you guys are so sweet. I really appreciate your support. I never thought like losing a dog would be like a thing, and then I fell in love with, like, my husband, he taught me how to love animals. And so now I'm like, let's get more. We're going to have all the dogs. And the HOA says no, but it's fine. Anyway, so also I wanted to point out, when you use this makeup, a lot of people say, well, how do I know how much to use? Or they'll use too much. If you take a brush like this that's not very dense, like it's not super fluffy, and you just drop it into your makeup like that, that's how much you need. And you start there. And I'm gonna start, I normally don't start my makeup this way, but I'm trying to show you different ways to, thank you, friend. Thank you guys so much for your love. I'm just really sad, that poor baby. I am tapping this like all over my beard area. Okay, so if you were a dude, wherever there would be a beard is where we're applying this shade. So again, just like drop it like that. See how I'm just dropping? It's just picking up on the tips. You don't need to press into your makeup or like shovel into it. That's the 15-minute timer. Drink your water. I'm out. Refill. I'm telling you, it's not very much makeup at all. And I think I finally discovered, I was like, how do I explain how much makeup someone needs to use? Like, because a lot of people are like, when you first get this makeup, you use too much, because we're used to the liquid foundation where we're slathering, and this stuff we're not. Nicole, get this stuff. Comment match. I'll tell you your shades. By commenting match, I trained Instagram to like see the word and be like, here's the color match form, but you can also like text me, whatever. I'm a real human. It will be me who texts you back. But yeah, liquid foundation has alcohol in it, and so a lot of times it'll dry up and like stain your face, but like and then it like breaks after a while because it dries up, right? So so if you already got your match, then I sent you a color match dashboard. If you got it from me, if you got your match from me, then I would have sent you a color match dashboard, and you just go through there and decide how you want to build your palette. Some people, I'll send you like a ton of stuff, like blushes and eyeshadows and whatever. Some people buy the whole thing, and some people just start really small with a couple shades. Every size palette is a magnet, so no matter what size you choose, it's all a magnet, so you can build your own adventure, kind of, you know what I mean? We doing our makeup together, Susie. Okay, so anyways, take your brush, drop it into your makeup like that. That's how little you need. And then we're just like tapping this onto our jaw. So I am just pressing this in. So just kind of like, oh, thank you. That's squirrel. I drink the bubblies, and I like what is blackberry? That's probably my favorite, but I'll be totally honest with you. I will drink any flavor. I will mix any flavor. I don't care. Like, it all tastes the same to me. I don't care. And a lot of people are like, bubble water is like drinking TV static. And I think that's such a fun comparison, because like, I get it. I can see it. You know what I mean? So what I'm doing is I'm tapping my main shade just down here on my jaw. One thing I want to tell you is that if your neck doesn't match your face for whatever reason, the color we put here on our beard area is going to be the shade that matches this. So like, I might use a lighter shade here to match my neck. I do self tanner, so it's like if I haven't done my self tanner, then I'll use it, whatever. But then I use a darker shade up top, and that's what's cool about this makeup. There's only 11 ingredients. They're clean. They all melt together. There's no alcohol, so they just kind of melt together really nicely. And we're not like stacking a whole bunch of products that have different ingredients and they're just like sitting on top of each other, which creates the texture and makes us look older and blah, blah. Yes, the bubbly and the liqueur. No, you did not miss the goggles. I meant to start down here and then show you the contour, but I have it, so I did contour first. But anyways, so if you want to start with your beard area, this is a great time to get your shade that matches your neck, okay? Then I like to go into my contour, which same thing, just drop your brush into it. That's it. Like, see how it's on there, but not a whole lot. And then you dab your contour, if you just like want to stamp it, right here at the top of that that beard line. So I'm actually using a warmer contour. This is kind of a preference thing, but I will color match you to what I think would look best on your skin. But at the end of the day, it's not about my suggestion. Like, this is about like what makes you feel beautiful. So if you want like a cooler contour, you might use like one that's like a little bit more ashy. Oh, sorry, friend. Okay, so for starters, if you are anything like me and you're skeptical, or perhaps you're balling on a budget, whatever, bougie on a budget, I call this the baby palette. It's just a baby. It has foundation. That's not the one. This has tulipi. This is like a on the go touch-up palette. This one has a foundation, like a main color, a bright color, a contour, and a lip and cheek shade. So it just like $16, and then you get a palette credit, and then get like a brush, and it's like $100 for all of it, or something like 16, whatever. Rachel, will you please text me? Just text me and I can resend it to you. Just be like, hey girl, I lost my thing. Will you resend it to me? That phone number that I pinned, y'all can text me. I know a lot of people think it's a robot. I'm not a robot. I'm a real boy. Anyways, so whatever contour I match you to, it's really preference. My face has a lot of red. Yes, so that's a great question. If you have a lot of redness, you will get color correction with this without having to slather. The Bella and Xanadu is basically Bella bronzer with glow illuminator, and with this glow illuminator inside of it. So it's Bella with a little bit more shimmer, and it's really nice. Susan, I can help with color correctors. Just text me. Y'all, if you want to have a one-on-one conversation, just text me and be like, girl, I just need the help, or whatever. I was showing you the cooler tone. Yeah, this one. So anyways, whatever contour you like, cool or warm or whatever, whatever I match you to, that's just a suggestion. I recommend picking up those shades, and then if we need to swap them out, just like Ulta or Sephora, Saint has a 30-day return exchange policy that's free. So please just text me and say, hi girl, like when you buy makeup from me, like we're best friends. Like I'm gonna be checking in on you and be like, hey girl, what can I, like, I'm trying to have y'all feeling ugly out here. I'm over it. I'm too heavy. I love you so much. It is, when I first used this makeup, I went too heavy because we're used to the liquid where we slather and like paint our face, and this ain't that. So anyways, when you tap on your contour, this will melt into your skin. This looks like real dark at first, right? But you'll see. So what I did was I broke my face up into sections, and I feel like as someone with ADHD, sometimes if I take a big problem and just break it down, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Just, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter how big it is, just one bite at a time. So if you take the bottom half of your face, and this one's kind of the easiest because usually this is where you would just put your main shade. So the bottom half of your face is like your mustache down, and we're just putting that main shade. So like your beard area. And then the middle part of your face is like right your mustache up to your eyebrows. And so this is the part that's like, I feel like it's the most complicated because it's where you want to create like more, it's where you want to create more dimension, because this, like, your face is not one dimensional, right? Cooler, warmer, I don't get it. That's such a good question. Hold on, let me get are these the contour? I want to show you. So, okay, here's contours. These are cool, like this contour is like more gray, like think greens and blues, like all the pigments together, greens, blues, grays, it kind of like the color of a shadow. So that color right there, that's a cool tone. It's grayish greens, blues, right? A warmer contour might be something like this, where there's a little bit more red, and that's warmer colors. So when you think like ice versus fire, think of the cool gray blue of like ice, and then fire, which is like reds and oranges. So cool tone and then like fire. So that's the difference between like cooler and warmer. I don't know all of it. Sometimes I can't tell. I'm not professionally trained. I'm just been doing it for 20 years. Yeah, they say go off what color your veins look. I'm like, I don't go off what color my veins look. I go off what I feel like I like. So if I'm wrong for that, then I'm wrong for that. Anyway, so once you do your contour and you just kind of tap this right here, this is the 3D brush. I really like this one because it's really versatile. Tap this one into your brightening highlight. So when I color match you and I say this is your main highlight, this is your brightening highlight, I'm talking about a foundation and concealer. But I don't like calling it concealer because it never conceals nothing. Like you're putting, like you have to, it like everything underneath it then just turns gray and chalky. Do you know what I mean? Like you're putting a lighter color on top, but it doesn't cancel it. That's what the color correctors are for. Anyways, I like to just call this a brightening highlight. So we are using this inside our Scuba Steve goggles. So if you are new here, Scuba Steve is this guy, and our bright color goes in there. Hey Maggie, it's so good to see you. It's so nice to see you, my friend. Okay, so our brightening highlight goes inside our scuba goggles, right? So if we break our face up into those sections, here to here, now we have our contour and we have our brightening highlight. If you have dark circles and baggy eyes, I can help you with like color correction and then help you kind of find a way to navigate those shadows that the bags create so that they're kind of a little less obvious. Hey Heather, someone else is doing their makeup too. We all doing our makeup together. Okay, so where I did the bottom half of my face, if you break it up into sections, is my main highlight shade. That's like my main foundation, my main color, whatever. The contour, if you break it up into the second half of your face, contour goes like kind of above where that beard area is. And then the brightening highlight goes inside your Scuba Steve goggles. And that kind of creates like, yeah, totally text me. Thanks, Bestie. It's true, y'all. It's so bad. Like, if you're new here, I'm just letting you know, if you text me or if you're here, like, we're best friends. I've never had, like, a group of girlfriends, so I'm just like, these are my best friends. Like, I will text you all the time, and we'll just be chatting, and I don't know. I love this job because I love connecting with people. Like, I get paid. Like, they pay me commission when you buy makeup, too, but it doesn't suck that, like, I also have a bunch of cool friends and we just, like, talk about it. It's really neat. Okay, so this section of my face, right, we want to put makeup here. This is our contour. And we have our brightening highlight here. But there's no makeup here on this part of my cheek. So what I like to do is take my main shade and just pop it there. So if you'll notice, it was in the middle of the night. Oh, thank you for asking. The boys are okay. Justin's really sad. I thought he was going to take off work, but he went to work just to, you know, he needs the distraction. So I'm glad that he went, but he's really sad. He's a dog guy for sure. Like, he is devastated. That's his buddy, you know, for 15 years. So it's really, really hard hit for him. So you'll see that what I'm doing is I'm putting my makeup on in sections, but not layering. So I have my main shade here on this bottom half of my face. So my mustache, my beard, my contour sitting above that. Then I have my main shade here, my brightening highlight here. So all these colors are strategically going on the face so that we're creating dimension without stacking makeup. Stacking the makeup creates the texture. It's a whole big thing. We don't need it. It's too much. I like to use makeup. I used to use makeup as a mask. Now I just want to use it to enhance my features. And I want to show other women that, like, you're beautiful just as you are. Let's stop piling on the makeup and use it to just enhance what is already there. I swear you are already beautiful. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. I love you. Made my face super tan. My brother said it looked okay, but just don't show my arms. There is no, listen, bronzer blindness is for real, because that's me. Like, I'll just pile on the bronzer. It's fine. How does the makeup hold up on the, in the Florida humidity? I live in Tampa. Like, I'm from Tampa. I do surveillance in a 160-degree car, and you know, in Florida, you walk outside to a wet, heated blanket. And it's fine. Like, so this makeup doesn't have any alcohol in it. So things like moisture, rain, tears, I'm a crier, don't judge me. It will just, like, it will bead on top of your makeup, because, like, you're naturally... you're gonna sweat, and like you can go to the gym and all that stuff. It'll bead on top, but it won't like, you know how like if you put on a powder and like you cry, you can see the stream. This ain't that. So I think that's really nice that it holds up through heat. Like heat, rain, weather shouldn't affect your makeup at all. Yeah.
Did you feed the dogs?
No.
Do you want me to split the can up?
Yeah. Give Jewel just a little bit, and then the big dog the rest.
And then what do you want me to do with the rest of it?
The can? No, make sure it's empty.
That's what I'm saying. Do you want me to just split? You want me to give her all that chicken?
Mm-hmm. The whole can?
Yeah.
There should be half a can in the fridge.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the one in the fridge. There's a half a can in the fridge in the Ziploc bag. Thank you. It's weird talking about feeding the dogs because now there's one less dog. That made me sad. I had to break the news to Ryan about the dog yesterday, and he was just like, I said, Ryan, I need to tell you, you know, Stuart had a tumor on his jaw, and he goes, he has a tumor? And I said, yeah. And I said, baby, the doctor suggests that we, you know, put the dog down because he's probably in a lot of pain. And he just starts, y'all, my heart. It was so, that's my son's first dog, his first loss. He's never experienced death before, and so it was pretty yucky. Pretty tough. Okay, sorry y'all. I don't mean to make you sad. Thank you, Heather. Yeah, he was 15 years old. He had a good run. I just feel so bad for my son. I was his best friend. Okay, so anyway, so broke my face down into sections. So bottom half, this is our main highlight, like our foundation. And then, hey, Ro. The baby crying. My assistant has a little baby. She's 5 months old, and she's so cute. And she just went down to feed the dogs, and not a baby crying. Well, how do you not, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was sad overall, and like, you feel bad for the dog, like he's in doggy heaven now, but I feel bad for my husband and my son. Like, you know, I mean, obviously I love him too, but my first concern is like my family. Anyways, okay, so I'm sorry. I'm trying not to make it sad. Okay, so bottom half of my face, main highlight shade. Comment match. I will tell you what your shades are. Promise. No, it's not my baby. My assistant, it's kind of convenient. She has a 2.5-year-old daughter too, who's in daycare, but the baby, she's still breastfeeding and stuff. And so it's just easier for her to bring the baby with her. And so it's not a corporate environment. Like, it's fine. You know what I mean? And then I get some baby loves, but then I get to give her back. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they really are part of the family. I just didn't realize it. Anyways, okay, so breaking my face down into sections, this middle section of my face, I put my contour here, like right above my beard. And you might think it looks a little intense, but everything melts and blends together on your face. Like the heat from your skin will soften your makeup a little bit. And just like an ice cube on a countertop, if it just sits there, it's going to soften and kind of spread. That's kind of like how I would like to describe this. Yay! I'm a customer for life too. Like Saint is legit. I am just really impressed with all of it. I love the makeup. I went to a 4th of July party in very hot, humid weather. Makeup stayed perfectly even with me sweating. Didn't rub off on the white shirt my friend was wearing when I hugged his chest. I love that. Thank you, Robin. I'd like to share that testimonial. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. If you don't know yet, I'm giving away 23 palettes. These are all different sizes, all different colors of the same palettes, just the palettes, no makeup. So if you are someone who has been needing a bigger palette, or perhaps you need a smaller palette for like a purse palette, whatever, I'm giving away like all different sets. There's 23 of them, and I'm pulling winners today. So, and to enter the giveaway, comment remind on this post that will sign you up for my monthly newsletter. What I'd like to do is I want to connect more with my audience, and I'm like on a more personal level kind of. And so if you comment remind on this post, it'll sign you up for my newsletters. If you're already signed up for my newsletters, go to my beauty group on Facebook. It's called Freedom in Beauty, VIP. And there's a look for the post, and it's like it says like giveaway Christmas in July, whatever, Christmas in July, and you can do the thing, and you just like post a picture. There's a couple ways to enter. So sign up for my newsletter, and if you sign up on my newsletter here, then you'll when you sign up for my newsletter, that'll be like an entry. And then if in my beauty group, Freedom in Beauty VIP, you can do it there too. Hold on, I want to make sure I don't miss any. Maggie, this is the 3D brush. By the way, if you're new and you like, I get a lot of questions like, if you could like one brush, sister, like let's calm down. Which one? I think it's this one. This is the 3D brush. So she's dense here, enough to press your makeup in, kind of medium coverage-ish. And then there are fluffier brushes that you can use and just kind of like decide what coverage you want for your face. So anyways, I just broke my face down into sections. Bottom half, why is she barking? The little dog, bless her heart. I'm giving the dogs like table food. Like we were eating our feelings. Last night they had some Chick-fil-A. It's sad, and we're sad about Stuart, so the doggies got some special Chick-fil-A treats. Tiffers, I love you. I do get a lot of messages, but also I work from home, which means I'm like always on my phone, and everyone's like, why are you always on your phone? And I'm like, because I don't have to go to an office. Like, this is what I do, so deal with it. So I get a lot of flack for being on my phone a lot, but that's my job. I don't go to your job and be like, you're always on the computer. Like, you're like, this is my job. I work here. Leave me alone. Anyways, okay, so I broke down my face. Main highlight shade, so just comment match. I will tell you what shades to get. The middle part of your face is the contour right above that beard area where you applied the main shade. Brightening highlight here inside of our Scuba Steve goggles. And then I put the main shade here, press it all in, it all melts together. Now the top half of our face, if we break it down this way, we did that brightening highlight right here in the middle. You can build it, you can add more if you want. I'm going to press this contour at my hairline. So kind of tapping that in and pressing it. Oh, she's packaging up palettes. She's going back up. She's packaging up palettes. Ah, I'm so excited. Go look in the beauty group. You'll see the picture of all the palettes I'm giving away. There's so many. There's huge ones and there's small ones. And okay, so this is the top half of my face. So we're just focusing right here. I want bright right here, because anything towards the center of your face, you want a little bit brighter. Hi, Tracy. And then at the hairline, I like to put contour. If your forehead is very small, or the distance between the arch of your brow and your hairline is just shorter, you might not need contour, or like if you have bangs, or if you just don't want to, because I had your mama do whatever you want. You can skip the contour here. I like it just because it creates a little bit more dimension. And then, so where I had that brightening highlight right here to kind of add the brightness to my T-zone. See how it just like mashes into the skin? All pretty and all willy-nilly. You have that brightness here, so it adds a pop, and then the dark contour here. In between, you still want to get coverage, so that's where we're going to take our main shade again. And I'm using the same brush. So this isn't like where you have to like rinse the brush or like whatever, and it's like wet paint, and you mix one and the other, and like it gets all crazy. This ain't that. Thank you so much, Nanai, my friend. Thank you for all y'all's love and support. Losing a dog is hard. Like, man, that was rough, especially when it's so it wasn't super unexpected, because he's 15, but thank you. Plant City. I want to do another, I just did a meet and greet in Detroit. I was in Michigan at a really fun ice cream shop that my friend's family owns. And that was really fun. So I was in Detroit, or a small town called Armada. So if you're from there, you probably know. And that was amazing. I want to do one here. So anyways, these colors, like the dark color, the main shade, the brightening highlight, all of these come together. Now, when you're new to something, right, it always looks tricky. And you're like, I don't know. And I'll pass. A confused mind says no. It's something that I never wanted to get into sales. I did this on accident. But what they say is say it used to be an MLM, like a multi-level market where you have teams and whatever. And so, they would teach you a confused mind says no. So make it make it simple for them or whatever. And whatever. So a confused mind says no is true for everything, even body language. And I was like, that's true even when I'm interrogating something, whatever. Anyways, no, they changed it from Oklahoma City to Nashville. We'll be in Nashville in September. Anyway, so confused mind says no. So I try to make it as simple as possible, but here's how I like to explain this makeup. If you're new here and you see me do this, you're like, this is a lot of work. Everything's a lot of work if you don't understand it, if you don't know it. So this is why I'm 41, and I know a lot of my audience is around my same age, some older, a lot are older than me, and some that are younger, but anyways, a huge age range, which this will work for anybody. If you have mature skin, especially, use this because it won't settle and cake and crease and do all the things with the lines and wrinkles and whatever. And then your makeup looks perfect. And then as soon as you start moving your face like a normal human being, it looks crazy. This ain't that. It's very, very light, and it presses into your skin and it moves with your skin. It never evaporates or sets up like regular makeup. So there's never any cracking or breaking. No one asked you. No one asked her. She's 5 months old. She's so cute. Anyways, so the reason that we do different colors in different areas of our face, if you, we're in the UK and Canada and the US, any other country, we're coming to Australia and New Zealand soon, but any other countries, you'd have to use a shipping service, I reckon. The reason we use different colors on different areas of our face is because our face is not one-dimensional. So it's if you paint a wall that's flat, one color, fine. But if there's different dimensions, there's going to be shadows. So when I'm just sitting here, just chilling, there's different angles and there's different whatever. I have a light source in front of me, which is providing nice little shadows here. And I can make my nose look a little snatched with a little darker and a little lighter. I have a bright pop of that brightening highlight right here because my eyes look more open, more wide awake. So the whole idea, hey. The whole idea is that the light colors come forward. So it makes it bright and the dark colors push back. So we're able to create illusion that we have slimmer cheeks or a smaller jaw or a smaller forehead or a smaller or whatever. And also we can get the coverage with this in one layer. So instead of doing a full face of liquid foundation and then with has alcohol and all those ingredients that then they dry up or whatever. Yes, Alive Alert Awake Enthusiastic. My 6th grade chorus teacher. I don't remember her name. Thank you. Aren't they so cute? I think these are from Francesca's or something. I love Francesca's. I don't bring myself in there because I get in trouble. Susan, if your makeup's too creamy here, there could be too much makeup there, and try to use a setting powder. I wonder what mascara you're using also, because that can make a difference. But you text me. I have some suggestions for you if you want to text me. We can talk about it. Anyway, so the different areas of our face that have different colors create this illusion. So when I have a light source in front of me creating all these angles, right? Let's just say contour, for instance. When I don't have a light source in front of me, like a ring light, which we don't walk around with ring lights in front of our face, which make everything look angled and we're catching the angles and whatever, taking pictures. When we don't have the benefit of the ring light creating the contours, we can do it with our makeup. And that's the whole point, is just enhance what's already there without layering and layering. Hi, baby.
My grandma's here.
Already? I thought you weren't going till noon.
No, she's ready soon.
Okay. I love you, baby.
Love you.
I see you in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you so much. I lost some weight. I lost 172 pounds. I lose lots of weight. I feel good though. So thank you for noticing. Okay. So, by the way, don't forget, she packaging up the palettes. Comment, remind to get my newsletter to sign up for the palettes or join my beauty group. Just type VIP, I think, and then it'll send you the link to my beauty group. Okay, so anyways, we are doing everything in one layer. So as you can see, in one layer, I have my foundation, my concealer, my contour, but they're all blending together. Nothing is like stacked. And when we stack makeup, that's where the texture comes in. So we're using makeup to enhance our features, not as like a mask. What's wrong with you? What's the matter, you? What's the matter, you? Okay, so now I'm gonna add bronzer. So this is where, like, you don't have to know all this. Just listen. Get the damn makeup and tell you where I put it. Tell you to put it. Okay, that's it. Just get the colors. I tell you what colors to get, and then you put them where I tell you to put them into Scuba Steve or into Breakdown to Fit in a Beard and all the things. I explain it like you're 5. It's fine. Hi, friend. Oh my gosh, you spell it like I do. I do Haii too. Hi. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my bronzer. So cool contour to create shadows, warm bronzer, the reddish, like the warm, like the heat from the sun, and that's gonna create a warmth that like makes us look like we went out and got some vitamin sun, even though we probably did. I probably didn't go out and get some vitamin sun, but it's fine. Don't judge me, y'all. I forgot to set the timer again. Drink your water. It's been 15 minutes for sure. If you're new here, we hydrate every 15 minutes, so I just forgot to set my timer. But drink your damn water, because I know y'all are like, my skin looks stupid. And I'm like, what are you doing? Are you drinking water? No. Okay, drink fucking water. Out of control. I have new Freedom Barbie merch from some of the sayings from my ladies, and they're like, drink your water, heifers. I have to show you. Kayla, hand me those. Are there shirts hanging right there? Let me have those, please. I have to show you. It's true. Bronzer make you look like not a corpse anymore. Bronzer make you look a little less dead. That's what I like to say. Yeah. Thank you. I had new merch. So I was on a live, and my friends, you know who you are, I said, it's time to drink your water. She said, drink your water, heifers. So my merch girl got a wild hair up her ass and created drink your water, heifers. So this is, you can get these in any color, like long sleeve, tank top, crop top, whatever. But I thought that was really funny. Drink your water, heifers. And then someone else said, this is a good one. She said, you were never the problem, darling. Because I was talking about how like I got made fun of, and I was like, I'm just not good for nobody or whatever, not good enough. You were never the problem, darling. Anyways, so that's in the merch shop. So if you want the Freedom Barbie merch, just comment the word merch. I like how, I'm so excited about how I have Instagram trained. Like, I hate automation because it's so not personable, but it's an easy way that I can just like send you a link. But when you respond, it's me. Like, it's not all automated. It's not all a robot. But anyways, so if you comment the word merch, for instance, it'll take you to it'll send you the link in your DM to my merch shop. VIP goes to my beauty group, which go there. If you type VIP, it'll send you the link to there because that's where the giveaway is. Also, if you comment remind here, that's another way to enter the giveaway, but that's going to sign you up for my monthly newsletters so that I can stay in touch with you on a more like personal level, I guess. And then a match to get your shades. Like, y'all, I'm a businesswoman. But also, if you're new here, I hate poor customer service, and so you will never get that here. Like, I do not care. I do not care if you ask me 70 billion 11 questions. I will answer 70 billion 11. I'll give you that many answers. Like, seriously. Okay, sorry. So, foundation, concealer, contour. I just did a little bit of bronzer. Blush, whatever color you want. Don't forget there's still shades that are 50% off until the end of the month, and they're only here until they're gone. And then at July 31st, they're stealing them from us. The company said, we're taking these away. I'm like, why? But anyways, get some of these are some 50% off colors. This is pink lemonade and strawberry shortcake. Don't ask me why they get rid of them, but when you look online, they look really scary because you're like, oh, that's so pink. But these shades are super not scary. They're like much more sheer. And so this makeup it looks really scary, like, but the opacity is different than like traditional makeup. So whenever you apply it, it should never, like, especially like on your main shade, when you do like this, like you would do an Ulta for a liquid foundation, you're like, oh, that's too dark. But when you blend it with this makeup, it blends perfect. And so if the makeup matches your skin on a swatch, then when you blend it, it's going to be too light. Susan, I hope so. I'm hoping that in September when we go to Nashville for the conference, for the reunion, I'm certain they're going to release new products. So I'm aiming for September. Anyways, this is the blush and bronzer brush, by the way. I use just the bristles and just kind of like sweep it, and it just kind of like melts everything together. I made so many sale orders, 4 or 5. That is so fun. Because you can't just get like, then you're like, well, I need that color too. Limited edition and final chance items are rude. I'm like, why are they look at these colors. They're taking these away. We need, if all of us put a suggestion in a suggestion box by the water cooler, maybe something will happen. Probably not. They don't listen to me. It's fine. No, the eyeshadows are powders. So definitely get, the eyeshadows are good too. Okay, so you comment match, I'll tell you what shades to get, and you just do like foundation, concealer, contour, bronzer, whatever you want, bronzer, blush, lippies. These are also lippies. This is a, cream illuminators that you can pop on for a little bit of extra glow. Glow girl, you glow girl. Thank you, Brandy. I have another one. I have another PI story coming down the pipeline. I think, listen, I get a little passionate when I tell these stories, and my Southern really comes out. So, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's, I just go nuts when I start telling these stories. Okay, also, what did Lindsay say? Wait, I missed it. Tempted to show up to the warehouse and look through the dumpster. I'm just saying. Okay, so also what's cool is that we have a setting powder. So you know how I just use this in my creams and like, ew, cream. Look, it don't transfer. I'm in a white powder. It don't, see what I mean? It's fine. And I use my setting powder right here. And just in my T-zone, it gives you like kind of a blurred finish. They're really nice. Press, press, press. See? Isn't that really pretty? And then if you wanted to take your setting powder, like whatever's left over, and just like press it on your lids. My Southern, you should hear me if I yell at my son. I'm like, Ryan, Michael. Like you're like, Lord, freaking Paula Dean. Like it comes out bad. Like the more intense I get. April, this is really, really finely pressed. So when you use it on your brush and just like press it in, it's not super cakey and heavy. And because this makeup already is very light and you don't need very much, it doesn't give that like cakey appearance. So it's really, really light. So it's not going to be like all weird and like powder on top of a liquid. Do you know what I mean? Where it like, and then it gets like chunky and then it's like cakey. No. So my answer is no. It's called the Vanilla Dust Setting Powder, and she my favorite. Yeah, you guys know when you get mad or frustrated, that's Southern be coming out. She ain't messing around. Also, I went to Bath and Body Works the other day, and they have the freaking the Halloween stuff, and look, they have vampire blood lip oil. I really like it. It's cute. Look. Isn't that so cute? It's like vampire blood, and it's red because duh. And look, matches my little vampire teeth. But it's pretty and it smells really good. And they have SPFs at the Bath and Body Works. They were on sale for like $7. So if you're an SPF, like if you need more SPF, they like it's like SPF, but make it Bath and Body Works. So it smells delicious. It's so good. I like it a lot. Anyway, so I really, really like the Bath and Body Works lip oil a lot. Okay, let me do my eyebrows real quick because I know some of y'all be asking about my eyebrows sometimes. Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. But Morphe also sent me this huge big thing of like their new eye pencils, which are like skinny. The only thing that sucks is that there's not a spoolie at the, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a spoolie. I'm stupid. I didn't realize there was, I was like, there's no spoolie. Anyways, so this is, Morphe sent me these, and I really like them a lot. This is Benefits. So they're both skinny, but depending on if you want like brow-like strokes or if you're like filling in. So this little bitty one is great for like right here where you're just like doing small little brow-like strokes and just kind of like right here at the, what's this called? The front of your brows? Is it called the front? I don't know. Anyway, so that's great for like little brow-like strokes there. And then the, I like the formula of this, just like, but the Benefit has been my go-to forever. And the formula is real good. Like it doesn't come out like wet. Like it's just a really nice, light, like buildable situation. Like you can kind of feather it. And I do kind of like that. See how it just like feathers in your brow, like just the naked areas of your brows or whatever. And you just kind of like feather it in. So you're not coloring exactly. We're just kind of lightly feathering in there all willy-nilly. Yeah, that's that little dog. She'd be barking. Y'all, she bark at her own shadow. She's out of control. Anyways, I really like doing brows because I feel like it really, frames your face and frames your makeup. Anyways, so I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for hanging out with me. Susan, this is the Morphe. It's just a baby. See, this is like the smallest tip I've ever used for a brow pencil. I kind of like it. So this is Morphe. I use the shade Cold Brew. They named them after coffees. What? Coffee's so gross. And this is the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. This is shade 2.5. Just let me know if you want the links to those or whatever. But anyways, if you want to get, thank you, Sarah. It'll be okay. I think I'm worried about the boys, but it's all right though. It's hard. Anyways, comment match. I'll tell you what your shades are. I'll help you figure out some like eyeshadow shades and just help you figure out like what kind of brush to use, all that stuff. Like we can talk about that. You can text me, send a carrier pigeon, like just comment match. Enter the giveaway by commenting remind on this post to join my newsletter every month so I can connect with you more, or go type the word VIP. Is that a word? What'd you call that a word? Anyways, type VIP. It'll send you the link to my beauty group on Facebook so you can join the giveaway there. And yeah, I'm drawing a winner today, so go do it fast. Okay. Go get a Coke, Slurpee, and jelly beans. Lindsay, you know the way to my heart. A Coke icy and some jelly beans. I always got jelly beans in my pocket. All right, I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. Bye.